Snowing today. Look at this. A little bit coming down. It's kind of unusual for Washington. So I'm gonna head into the shop here and show you what Russ and I are building, or actually Russ is building it. Working on our stove. This thing's gonna be cool. Let me flip the camera around here. Morning, Russ.
Morning.
This is Russ's project. Building a new heat exchanger for our wood stove. I'll show you how this thing works here in a minute, but he's got her going here. He's got a good start on it. He's gonna build another pipe here, and then he's gonna build some Ys coming out, and then he'll build the stove pipe through the center of both ends. And this thing pulls all the heat out of the stack, out of the wood stove. So our other one is all burned out. I'll show you here what we got going. So this is our wood stove that we keep the shop warm with. I've had this stove going for about 10 years now, and it's 3 feet long, and it's probably, I don't know, 2 feet high. It needs some work. It's getting all buckled up. The door's all got a huge gap in it, and it's time to revive her. So we got some more steel, got some 1/2-inch plate. We're gonna make a nice sealed door. And then Russ is working on the heat exchanger. And I built this heat exchanger like 10 years ago, and it is the best thing I've ever done as far as heating this shop. I mean, it's night and day. If you didn't have that heat exchanger, the whole shop would just be pretty much dead, stagnant cold air. But what happens is this stove, you know, the heat comes up and out of here, and I got a dampener here on the top of the stove that keeps the heat in the stove itself, and then the rest of the heat comes up, and I'll close this dampener to keep that heat inside this canister. And these pipes here, they run all the way through, and they're welded on the back side of the can here. And then I took an attic fan, and I just wired it up to plug into the wall. And this is a thermostat, so you can, you know, set it to where it shuts off. You know, if you leave the shop and the stove cools down, it'll shut itself off, or you can just keep it wide open. I got this thing from Home Depot. It was a attic fan, and then that attic fan kicks on and it blows through the pipes where all that heat is and blows it right out there. I mean, this thing gets just cooking. You can see how hot she is. She's almost 500. But what happened is, on the back side of my can, where our welds were, the can's so thin, it's getting holes in the back, so we're kind of getting a little smoke through if we choke it way down. So Russ is building the new heat exchanger. This thing should be pretty cool when he gets done. But that's what we got going today, so we don't freeze to death with all this snow coming in. Yeah, this thing should be cool. But I hope everybody's having a good day. Have a good one.